Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Let's see if I can do this with a little bit less sucking this time. I just need to remember, his dash is his fastest attack. And because I'm trying to stay at a range, he can spam it. I need to be ready for it. I keep backing up and healing, but backing up is exactly what's getting me killed. So if I need to heal, I need to stay right next to him, I think. That's cool. Whoa. Definitely have to stay high on the stamina. Wow, you can pretty much walk out of the way of that. I'm not risking it, but you could. I wonder. Nope. No, light, don't turn on now. Can you be poisoned? I'm using a bow, man. If you can be poisoned, I'll take it. I got hit. I can't believe I had stamina. I don't think he can be. He probably would have been if he could have. I was waiting. No. No. Play it safe, play it safe. Music's so neat. Wow, he pretty much missed. Without me having to do anything. He will eventually add a third swing onto the hit that I need to be ready for. He could have swooped into that too. It was risky to take a shot there. This arena's so cool! Oh! Whoop! No. That's a quick move. Such a cool sword. I've tried using it before. I've tried using multiple, but the like 20 durability that it has, it leaves more to be desired. Oh, I have to go a different direction. It's throwing me off. We're going counterclockwise. Okay, whatever. Shoot. Roll! Good. It didn't use an arrow there for some reason, but that's also okay. Just let me continue to roll this direction. Keep walking. No! How are you going to tell me I didn't roll? I'm never going to get that. Whatever. I dodged that crap so perfectly, and then one time it doesn't read the B button, and I'm just like, whatever. It would be cooler if I got it as a melee anyway. I got hit. And I was going to get a net gain, but then I got a net loss. And then I made up for it. I mean, I have plenty of Estus. I just wanted so desperately. Bows just don't do enough damage, especially since the bosses are immune to poison in the DLCs. Except for Smelter, of course, and Smelter was just a boss that was already in the game. He waited for me to attack. I couldn't cancel it. Alright, that was very close. Ooh, it still hit. Walking to the side and taking some shots. And rolling just in case. And taking a shot. And rolling just in case. Yes, if I already rolled, that will dodge it. Oh, I was waiting for the third attack. He's lost the E. There goes most of an N. Almost the other end. Ooh. We're on the O. The L. Back to the A. Roll that way. And that's all there was to it. I wasn't stupid about it, but I screwed up one time. I know I was hitting the B button, but I guess I did it too late. Did I have stamina? Maybe I screwed up because I didn't have stamina. The Smelter Wedge. Friend and Sadness. I think it's kind of cool, though. Sir Alonne didn't show up in the future as the head of his knights because we killed him in the past. Praise the sun, and then praise it more. That was basically this DLC, though. Minus the cool you killed him without getting hit thing. I mean, I got hit like 3 times afterwards because I was just like, whatever, who even cares if I get hit now? Might have been more than 3, actually. But we got that done. And now, we go all the way back up to the throne floor. Because there was an item that I needed to get there now that the stuff is working again. Technically 2. See, you get enough smelter wedges to get all but one of them. Beating him lets you get the last one, and rather than have to run and look for wherever this thing is, it's easier to just leave the first one alive. So that way, it's right next to the bonfire, and you need to come back up here later anyway. So with this, Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. It is the actual soul, because we got Nadalia is no more. True Soul of Nadalia. We got all 12 pieces. Ah, there it is. You can't just jump from up there, but it's a little safer. We jump off right here. Oof, not wearing the cat ring. Do you ever take damage? And we grab that, and we grab the Baneful Bird Ring. I see you, disk usage. Windows 10 struck again and started lagging me out, so I just skipped to here.
Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the Abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The Abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. Fire came to be, and with it, disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not cast, but born of fire. And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader.
And the Shrine of Winter takes us here. The thing right after the door you need 1,000,000 souls or the 4 Lord Souls to get into. If I remember right, wasn't there like... Does it actually have to be visible for you to use it? Is there something right here? We're gonna come back and find it later. But not everything is visible here. And once I get to a place where I know there's an invisible wall, I'm definitely gonna come back and use that mask. And we're going to see if it's for real. Oh, it's like an eye up there. I never noticed. There is stuff back over there, and we will eventually get it.
Turn back. The old chaos hungers still.
Frozen Ilium Lois. I love snowy areas. We could go that way and fight a boss, or we could, the thing that makes the boss a little bit less eek. I don't remember if these things are actually pretty fire resistant or not, but it doesn't matter because we're doing lightning arrows this time. He jumped, so I shot him in the head. They are, of course, basically the other enemies from the other two DLCs, but they're the ice versions. That's not really a problem or anything. And I do like their ice weapons. How I love it when enemies don't have shields. You just hide behind them, and it's like, what do with the bow? Oh, you know what? I guess I could do that. No, they just put the shield back up in time. There's no reason to do that with a bow. Like, none. Thank you. I wish there was a bow that was like arrows still do damage through the shield, even if they have 100% physical reduction. I mean, I used to love tower shields and stuff. That's what I used to roll with. I'd get an ultra great sword and a tower shield, and I'd be like, come at me. But, I hate how slow you roll, and it feels more satisfying when you actually successfully, dodge stuff. Granted, I don't do that all the time. But when I do, I believe I should be using the... you know what? I get lots of extra health from this. Let's just roll with this for now. I was going to put on the Sorcery Resistance Ring and the Dispelling Ring, but... don't you dare. Oh, that's right. If you have a lit torch, it wakes them up or something, doesn't it? This needs to be, like, raised. Or no, yeah, it's because the torch just goes out. Until we can get that storm to subside, the torch just goes out immediately. And we will have use for torches later. Because I would like to get all the knights to help us. Yeah. What was that sweeping noise? I don't know. Those, they don't attack you immediately, but they are not your friend. Ah, the delayed attacks. A staple of Dark Souls 3. Ever present in Dark Souls 2 here, though. I still haven't done Ring City, but if my computer's having problems with Dark Souls 2 and making it all blurry, I don't even want to know what Dark Souls 3 would look like. Which makes no sense because I have done Dark Souls 3 just fine. It was the first thing that ever went up on this channel. God, was that awful. It's obvious that I had no idea what I was doing. Which I guess is kind of a good thing. My mic quality was, like, awful, though. I know some people go back and watch old videos from people or whatever, but it's like, no. No, some videos are just... ugh. Where? Maybe if I mean, the video quality was alright, but the sound quality is just like... I go back to it sometimes, and I'm just like, no. I was just using this headset's microphone, which isn't a very good microphone. The popping. Oh, the popping on every time I said something. Anyway, now that I'm done reminiscing or whatever, we're at about time, and we're in a Liam Loyce. So there is 6. First boss, optional boss, final boss, and then the other bosses from the main DLC. So there's only about 5 or 6 bosses left. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.